What you're about to see are segments of a brand new series of hunting and fishing shows which we feel are the most unique, diversified, and enjoyable outdoor shows on the market. We would like to emphasize enjoyable because in this series of shows we have combined what we consider to be the three prime ingredients for a good hunting and fishing series, which includes the educational aspects of what we're doing, featuring some of the best outdoor writers and lecturers in the business, a lot of unforgettable action, and best of all, each show contains some very humorous moments. Watch now as we show some of the educational parts of a few of our shows. Russ, for these walleyes now, what are we going to be hooking up here?
Well, this particular rig here is a nightcrawler harness, and it's not your everyday nightcrawler harness. I tie these up myself, and I go with two hooks with a sliding hook forward where you can adjust to the size of the nightcrawler. Store-bought harnesses have three big hooks on them, and you're limited to a big nightcrawler. These you can run a little bit shorter nightcrawler, and it works pretty good. What I like to do is stretch these crawlers out as far as you can get them, and leave about an inch or two of tail hanging off the end. That's usually the eye catcher for these walleyes. But there's your nightcrawler hookup right there.
Now, are we going to be trolling or still fishing?
We'll be real slow trolling over the tops of these weeds. Our depth will be, the weeds will vary from 5 to 10 feet to the bottom, and it's just a slow moving. All you've got to be doing is going fast enough to make the blade on the spinner just flop around. It's not a matter of fast trolling or anything like that.
Well, Tom, we're going to be hunting on a shooting preserve, and there's a lot of advantages to hunting on a shooting preserve as to hunting out in the wild country, isn't there?
Well, that's true, and that happens to be the reason I'm into it, because I got tired of walking and not doing any shooting. Now, the main advantage to a shooting preserve is that you've got planned cover, which is heavy. That makes for good bird dog work. If your cover's too thin, you won't have it. This area that we're going into does have very intense cover. And the other thing that's paramount on a shooting preserve that's not in the wild is that you can shoot hens along with the roosters. The reproduction of hens is 50% of the egg production. So rather than destroy them in our operation, and with the consent of the state and the governing factors, we're allowed to shoot them legally. So when hens get up, you can shoot them.
Well, Dan, why don't we talk a little bit about now what we're looking for structure in this, for catching northern on this lake.
Well, right now we are in the late summer, being August, and typically we look for the northern pike on the deep weed edge. By that I mean if you can find a relatively moderate break with weeds going down, well, on this particular lake, 18 feet or so. We look for these fish at the base of the weed line, and by getting a lake map, you can determine some of these bars, as you can tell by the contour lines being widely separated. This indicates what is known in the business as a food shelf. It's a lot of weeds, bait fish, and northern pike, of course, being the top predator, will relate to the bait fish.
Okay, this is a pointer, Randy. A lot of times they call them English pointers, but actually they're more American pointers than an English pointer. Their greatest development came here. You know, they're a nice, smooth, muscled-up dog, and they really move. He's going to point his game, and therefore you're going to, even on pheasants, you're going to get close shots on a thing. So I'm shooting a 28 gauge. It's not a pheasant gun. A 12 gauge is a good pheasant gun, but you can take them up. The birds are coming up close, and if the dog handles them right, you get close shots at them. So you can shoot the light bores on pheasants then, although normally you want to use a 12 or at least a 20. And what happens is pheasants are a real tough dog or a bird for a dog to handle. And they sneak and run and so forth, and only through long experience will a dog get on it. So we'll go out and see what this kind of performance this dog can do. He's a young dog, and if he can't get us some birds, I got an old one in there that I know will.
The basic principle set behind this tip-up is you've got a spool with your line on it on the bottom here, and this cylinder here is filled with some type of grease. So it won't freeze up on you, the best thing about it. Once the spool hits the water, you've got a the line will come off very freely. Basically what you do is, first we've got to find our depth. And what you do is take a chunk of lead like this, a little clipper on it, and just hook it right on the line there. And we've got to get our depth. Let her go all the way down to the bottom. And here again, most of the tip-ups that we set up, I like to use about a foot to 18 inches off the bottom. So when you find your depth, you go 2 times the length of that spool, and that'll put me about 1 foot off the bottom. Then I've got a little alligator clip here that we clip on our line, so every time you catch a fish, you don't have to reset your line.
Your shooting preserve here is about 120 acres, did you say? 120 acres. Right. And today we're going to be hunting turkey, and actually there's probably a couple different styles of methods of hunting turkey. One being naturally plant yourself in a blind and call a turkey in.
Call them in, or just put a good fleshy dog on them, force them up.
And that's what we're going to do today, is work behind some dogs and flush them right out.
Today we'll try the dog. Yeah, I think we'll have a little better luck.
Now they actually will break just like a pheasant, as opposed to trying to outrun a dog or kind of.
Well, they will run, but the dogs can force them up without too much trouble. At least we haven't had any trouble.
For the bluegills, they have a small mouth, so you got to use small things like these little grubs. My favorite is the white and the motor oil twister. And then you go to little flies for bluegills. And a lot of times when the bluegills are suspended, and this is a surface fly or a dry fly, what I do is use a adjust-a-bubble and put this adjust-a-bubble maybe about 2 foot up from the fly, fill this with water that'll sink real slowly, and it'll sink a foot a second. And if you're picking up the bluegills on your locator, you can count that down to 10 feet or 12 feet, wherever it is, and work it in, and this will stay at that depth.
Tom, is this the spot then that we'd be doing the shooting from?
Yeah, this is where we're going to shoot from, Randy. The ducks will be coming over that hedgerow there. Now, the total flight on these ducks is about a half a mile. And but anywhere in this area, and it depends on the prevailing winds of that day, you position yourself or assume a blind situation.
What type of ducks are we going to be shooting?
They're going to be mallards.
Mallards in the area? Yeah, greenheads.
I seen some of them fly, Tom, when they were really flying high and they were flying fast. This isn't going to be anything easy, I think.
Well, we'll see. It depends on how good you are.
Remember your lead now. lead it enough. Don't stop your swing.
That's right.
Well, that'll be fun.
After your audience watches this series of shows, they will know more about different types of hunting and fishing than they would have learned in years. And this variety is something no other show offers. But let's not stop there, for the major reason sportsmen watch outdoor shows is to see some real action when it comes to hunting and fishing. And action we've got. Whether it's catching some trophy fish of several different species or working well-trained bird dogs into explosive flushes with our cameras in a perfect location, your audience is always in for a real treat.
He's a nice fish. Okay, let's have the net. Oh, boy. There he is. Look at that. Beauty, that son of a gun. I'll bet you he's over 2 pounds. Easy with him, Randy. Don't jerk him. Easy. Here he comes. There you go, Jack. No, he's not ready yet. Down once more. He's got to be higher. There we go. There we are. Oh, come on in here, buddy. There. Look at my fish, Jack. Oh, that's all right. We'll get him.
That's a beauty.
Oh, son of a gun, Randy. Let's start out with a bigger one. Are you ready for the moment of truth?
I'm all set, Jack.
There it goes.
What are we at? 18 pounds?
18 pounds, 18 pounds.
That's a
And
beauty.
counting. 18, almost 19.
That's a beauty.
Nice fish. First one for the day. Here you go, Randy. Give him. Let's hold that baby up there.
That's what it's all about, Jack.
Not bad for 10 minutes of fishing, huh?
That's right.
Watch your work. Yeah, pheasant dashes, the dog's got to work and work and work and work. And I know if you come up, sometimes the bird will lose the dog. This one, he'll produce the bird. Stay up with her. Hey, do his best to work it back.
That's heavy. I hope I hit it right in the head.
Oh, did you shoot?
Yeah, I think I shot first.
Oh, I didn't know you shot it all. Here, come on, Colt. Colt. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Fetch, Colt. Colt. Oh, fetch it up. Ah, my girl.
Bad for
Here, Colt.
a couple of young fellers.
That's Good girl. Good shot. I was just kidding you. I shot at a falling bird.
Well, Randy didn't really shoot.
Hey, call.
He just shot.
Come over here and sit down.
Suicide.
Yeah. Got a pretty bird?
That's a really nice bird. Good dog.
Yeah, he did.
I'm going to be picking up my line here slowly as we get near the fish. There she is. Notice I'm confident it's a she. It's got to be a big one. Got some more. Now, just pick up the line until I feel the weight. You pick up the line until you feel the weight.
Now, right now you haven't set the hook or
No,
nothing?
I'm feeling it. There's the weight. See the weight? The fish is there.
Okay.
There it is.
Want me to grab a net or anything?
That's a decent fish. It's not huge, but it's decent.
Wow.
Randy. There it is.
All right. Dancer lives up to his name.
Snake charmer. Whoa. Snake charmer.
Don't lose it. We got to catch it 4 more times yet, Dan.
Well, if he gets away, he's going to weigh 20 pounds like yours. Oh, that's one thing about northern pike. Most of them are lost right at the boat here. So what we're going to do is I'll try to get him on the surface here. He looks pretty well tired out right now. Now see, that's where the wire, if you had a monofilament wire, you see that? If that was monofilament, that fish would be gone, Randy, right now.
Oh, there's your bait. Use him
Are you
again.
getting some of that?
Oh, yeah.
Splashing up good. All right. Okay, Randy. This,
Want me to get it?
yeah. Or you can net him. Either way, whatever you want to do. Trying to get him as much fight as you can get there. I'll take the, okay. Attaboy. There he is.
Bird took off back there. Ron, if you see the bird, take a shot at, shoot it, and we'll bring it out.
All right.
Get! Get! Get it, Ron? How far back was it? Well, I saw that running. I had one good shot at it, but
You did?
yeah, it was a quick shot. It was running. Well, I tell you, those things really move. It was running, but I didn't know how far behind it was. The dog was.
You run like a racehorse.
You see, you're in a real swampy area, so I'm going to wait here. Try to get the dog stand.
Thought I'm kind of still alive. That's a big old turkey, huh?
Looks like you're dragging a deer out, Ron. But it looks like you're dragging a deer out.
Oh, they're heavy. Old time turkey.
All right, you got it. That's
Same route we came?
you came through the 12-foot deep water over here, but
Stuff is deep. In some spots.
boy, that is a big bird.
There's a lot of meat for Thanksgiving dinner there.
Why this isn't like this doesn't? Oh, God. That is a big bird.
Looks really good with the piers coming up and the branches in the water, a lot of rock there.
Well, that's what appealed to me. Seems that I do my best bass fishing under the docks, right up close to the shorelines. provided that there is some weed growth in the area.
I just got that feeling one's staring my lure down. He's just waiting for the right time to eat it. If you don't eat it, I'm gonna eat the thing. It looks so darn good.
Well, I don't know, Kaz. We're not doing too good. What are you using right now?
I'm using a Rapala Shad Rap, the new hottest lure on the market. I just saw a fish come up over here. I don't know what it was, but... There he is. There he is. There he is. There's a fish. Hold on. There it is.
Oh, it's a nice bass. Got him hooked twice.
Yeah, that's it. He ain't fighting too good here. That's a bigger fish than the last one I got. Come on to Papa here.
Looks bigger or does that look smaller?
That looks bigger than the last one, Randy.
It looks bigger.
Come on up here. I want to do this like the pros do on TV. I want to get him right by the lip there.
Fall off the boat.
Oh, yeah,
Kaz.
he's
Give us
fouled
back.
hook. He's fouled hook. There he goes. Come here, boy.
Looks like it's about 2.5, huh?
Not 2.5. Yeah, there you go.
Right,
How's
too
that?
shabby.
Nice fish. Yeah, see that? He must have, when I went to set on him, must have turned the other hooks right into him. Yeah, we'll have to do a little operation on this guy.
I think we better keep it then. He might not make it otherwise.
Okay.
Come on, boy. Come on. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on. Come on. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Come on. There you go, huh? There you go, huh? Yeah.
Good one.
Okay, hey, good boy. Hey,
Good. Got one?
There you go. Coming up. Here you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, Mom. There you go. Come on. Come on. Yeah. There you go, Paul. There you go, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Retriever. Randy Retriever. Come on, boy. Huh? You guys did good? Hey, all right. Huh? All right. Good one. Good one.
Ah, I'll take the next one, huh?
All right. Your turn, sir.
One thing you got to think of is there could be a big one following your line anytime.
I know that there probably is a big one following my line, but it's just a matter of whether he's ever going to bite or whether he's just going to keep following.
That's right. You got to keep working that line down because the fish are down closer into the weeds. Here, I got a bite now.
You got one? It's going to be another northern.
No,
You got
this is
one?
no northern. Yeah, this feels like pretty nice walleye here. I would venture to say. Oh, did you see that swirl? That's a dandy.
My line going to be in your wing. You want me to get the net?
Yeah, maybe you should reel your line right in, Randy. This is a nice pike here. We better get the net out, too. Nice walleye, I should say.
This is another pike. We're going to switch his show over to a northern.
Got a big gob of weeds in his mouth yet, too. There. How's that? Well, there is a nice walleye right there.
Wow. How big do you figure that is?
Well, that fish will go, I'll bet you 7.5, 8 pounds. That is a dandy. They don't come like that every day out of the weeds.
And a mouth on that and the teeth.
Yeah, they sure do have a big set of teeth in them. You don't want to get your hand stuck in there. Well, we'll put him in the live well and see if the others down there, huh? That's what we're looking for.
Oh, that's a big one.
That is almost a wall hanger there.
Well, that's a wall hanger for me, that's for sure.
I think that there's one in there, huh?
Guess not, huh?
He's moved away on him. There.
There it is.
Okay, it's gone that way.
Ooh, boy, he's cold.
And I'll tell you, if one of you guys would move over here to the left.
Paul, why don't you walk right in and I'll take it over here.
Yeah. When you kind of block the birds from running, up the dog out there.
Birds down the move.
Okay, on point here. There it is, point. No bird is moving. He's moving. Good shot, man.
Beautiful. Well,
Okay, here he comes retrieving if you want to feel the retrieving.
wait, that was good.
Come on. Call him, Scott. Go, here. Get up back here. Come on. Up on back. Come on. Good boy. Good. Come on.
Beautiful. Well, that's a nice bird. Yeah. A nice bird. Nice and wet. Well, number one.
Go, go, go. Go.
That's off the tail on this one.
Go,
Good dog, and he's right back into it. But after all that, there's still one thing that we wanted to make sure we had in our shows, and that's humor. We wanted to make sure that this would be the type of show a sportsman could sit down and watch and never be bored with all the seriousness other shows don't get away from. This is what we feel is the final ingredient in making these shows truly unique and enjoyable to watch. You know, Dick, I've been dragging this one line around for a long time. I haven't been paying any attention if there's anything on it or not. But I think I do have something on it though. A little bit of a fight. I think it might be a big fish, Dick.
Oh, yeah? You think you'll need the net?
I don't know. Give me a hard time. I think it's a little bigger than what we've been catching, Dick. Holy cripes, look at this. I told you it was a big...
So when did you blow that up?
Gobble, gobble.
Oh, look at
Oh! Now you got a shell in the gun. Look at that sucker go.
Oh!
I missed it! Oh my God! I only had 2 shells. You know I didn't even have a shell in this gun.
Look at him go! Look at him up on the surface there. Look at him thrash! Look at that sucker boil the water! Jaws 4. Look at him! Oh, man! What a fighter!
Oh, he knows he's the star of this show. And you're not going to make it easy, are you?
Boy, Randy, even if you lose this one...
I ain't going to lose this. Don't talk so foolish, Jack.
A little bit of starboard, Mike, let's put him in the center. Get on your port engine. Oops. Oh! I lost it! I told you not to lose it. Oh! I told you not to lose it. Oh, no, there you go. Fine, that's our Pearl J plug over there. Oh, Randy Goodden! Oh, son of a gun! Oh, no! Well, maybe the good Lord will bless you and we'll get another chance at a 5th one, but I doubt it.
We did catch a few, though. Try to pick up one of these. That was our biggie.
They don't come out of the weeds like that every day. That's a real dandy there.
How many pounds do you think that is, Russ?
Oh, he'll probably go close to 8. That other one's not too shabby either. Eh? Go a couple pounds.
There you go.
That's a nice fish there.
Yeah.
What? You gotta hold a real trophy up there, though.
The pride and joy of a whole day. Come on. Don't be camera shy.
Not everybody can come out here and catch one of these now. Get your hand there?
Come on, guy.
Got him? Okay, don't let him go now.
Let the pride.
It's a real catch.
Super one here. This is what it's all about, Russ. We hope that you're as interested in these shows now as we are, and we hope that you agree with us that no other series compares with ours. As you can see, this isn't just another fishing show, but an outdoor series that covers every aspect of hunting and fishing without getting into anything objectionable or distasteful. We are currently in production of another series, so there'll be more shows in the future. We know you'll enjoy this series, but most of all, we're sure your audience will.